In this Disney Infinity clip, I'm going to show you how to make a Star Destroyer attack you with TIE fighters. This is quite cool, and this is part one. So what I've done is just got my toys, and using the Rise of the Empire, I've unlocked this platform base. Pretty much couldn't work out what I needed to do to unlock it, but I basically completed all the missions and dropped it on. So I put the platform on, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the Falcon and a couple of X-Wings. But it's not really clear how you unlock these items. All I did was go through the Rise of the Empire game and made sure I completed as many challenges as possible. And by doing that, it seemed to free them up. I think the trick is to buy all the ships from C-3PO on Hoth. But by playing the game, you'll unlock it. Now I'll just find out where all my ships are. There we go. Let's add some X-Wings on here. Right. Chuck a few on. So on this platform I've got all my ships recorded. Now this first clip, as I place these on, this first clip is going to show you how to get a Star Destroyer to attack you, which is not bad. But my other two clips, stage 2 and stage 3, show you how you just make it look better and better and better. So now I've got my ships set up on my base. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm now going to go and grab my where is it? Not that one. I'll go to my favourites. I can never remember where I put these things. It's always a tricky thing where to place them. But under you've got set pieces. We have there it is, the Star Destroyer. So I'm just going to fix this Star Destroyer up in the air, and I'm going to place it so it's come up in the sky. That should do it. Now, at first glance, Star Destroyer doesn't do anything. Seems quite good, not a problem. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, what I want to plan is that when I go to my base, I want Star Destroyer to attack me. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and find one of my triggers. Now, the triggers you don't tend to do is tend to be a switch. It wants to be when you walk into a certain area. So in this case, I'm just going to go and find my creativity toys again. There it goes. Went back. The trigger area. Now on my platform, when you actually get onto the platform, there is an entrance point right over here where you have to climb up the pole, which is just there on the screen. So you'll climb up and you'll see, you'll walk into that area. When you walk into that area, I want to trigger the Star Destroyer to attack us. So now I've got that item in. You'll now notice I can't see the platform. So looks like I'm now going to have to climb up to this item and set the trigger. So I'm just going to climb up to this platform, and then I'm going to point that trigger to make the Star Destroyer attack us. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to point to this area, and I'm going to do my connection string. So I'm going to get my properties and say, right, make new connection. When you enter that area by a player, and it can be any player, yeah. So when any player walks into that area, I can now point to the Star Destroyer, and I have start or stop. Okay, so I'm just going to choose start. Now the other thing to do now is, if I now go back to Star Destroyer and right click onto that, you'll now notice that I have some properties. We'll explain the other ones in my other video clips, but if you go down to properties, in there you've got a counter. It just says number. It doesn't say what that number is, but we're going to set that to 10. Okay, so that's now set to 10, and that is now connected. Okay, I'll explain what that 10 is in 30 seconds, because that 10 is so cool. Right, you've also got the option that when it's a success or a failure, but we'll leave that at the moment, come back to that in a moment. So what I'm going to do now is, we're going to do it like, so in the game, you're in your base, you climb up your base, you can set different objectives. As soon as I climb up to the base, I go on a Star Destroyer. It now sets the TIE fighters that come out, and there are going to be 10 TIE fighters that come out with. Now these ships aren't the cleverest of things because they take each other out, but they will now send 10, but in waves of 2. And as Luke Skywalker, I can deflect the TIE fighters, and it even got the sound effect, which is quite cool. So I can now jump into my Falcon. Right, let's grab these things, let's go up and let's destroy these suckers. So I can now fly around. Just shooting at me. Let's take them out. Now the music does start playing as well. The sound is really awesome. The weird thing I find with Disney Infinity, you can't do the sound effects of the TIE fighters. They only come when they do their own bit. But this is the only way you're going to get TIE fighters to attack you. The other TIE fighters in TIE box are for you to fly, and they have no way you can attack it. This is the way. If you want TIE fighters to attack you, they will do. And as soon as they're released from that Star Destroyer, they're instantly there to hit you. So you've got to shoot the 10, which is not too bad. And then when it does, it will prompt up that the item is success, and you can then trigger that on success. When all 10 are done, what do you want your next stage to do? Okay, so that's not too bad. That's pretty cool. Now on my next clip, I'm going to show you how you make this a little bit further. This is stage 1. Get your Star Destroyer to attack you. Quite simple. All I did was a trigger area. Get this one here. Okay, and success comes up, my mission is complete. Now that is quite cool. Now I'll leave that there. On the next clip, I'll show you then how to make this even more exciting than the previous one. Okay, cheers for listening.